So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Murray off play action. Flushed out right. And I think the ball's out. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one. And the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. Out to his left. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Quite a decision there on 4th down. They didn't just want the first. They wanted 6 points. And following the interception, they're going to come away with neither.
And that's too bad, partner, because they really went for it on that one, right? Because I think in their mind, sometimes the illogical play is a logical play. But in this case, they were wrong.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll get him down up past the 15.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. On play action, Lance. He's going to go for a big play downfield. They've got his man complete. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lance. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Lance now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns will take over here just shy of the 30. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Hey, hold on. Let's go.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Big Ace open.
A give to the fullback on the dive. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Escaping the pressure right.
And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
7 yards the pick up there.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 48-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's Murray, a quick throw complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play fake. Murray. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Murray. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. Touchdown, Browns. Equanimous St. Brown. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put... Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
His 7th touchdown on the ground and 9th overall.
And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
14, 49ers 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First down, San Francisco.
Play action. Now it's Lance. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd and 10, Lance. Flush to his right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line.
On play action, it's Murray. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Murray now to throw. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Moves to 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now they try the right side here. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. To throw is Murray. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This from 25 yards out. And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. From just inside the 20, a short kick.
He's going to go to the first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Throwing on first down is Lance. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by David Long. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the way? He's got a man, complete! And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now here's a throw that's complete. 7 yards to pick up there.
Complete to number 1. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the Browns' 33-yard line.
Off of play action, here's Lance. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. Working from the gun, Lance. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And they'll go for it. Lance. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Niners' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Browns drive about to get started. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
It's now 2nd and 6.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And that's why that position was created. Big, powerful, strong guy who can carry the ball and plow forward. That's exactly why you have him on the field.
Murray going to try to throw on third down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. The Browns send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the third time. Picked off by Caleb Farley.
And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. He's really putting together a spectacular season. That interception, number 11 now on the year.
And I know we're all taught that 7 is a lucky number. I'd say 11 is for him, huh? No doubt about it.
Now a play fake. Lance.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. To throw again on second down. Lance. This is caught. And he'll be out of bounds. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Flushed out right. And it'll be intercepted.
Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Browns will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw here taken in by Ingram.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Murray going to fire one out wide. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now a handoff looking right. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 62 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball? Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Murray. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line. Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. And fights through one man. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback. And they'll begin at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really.
And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 36. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Right back to him on first down. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up third down.
3rd and 15.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Equanimous St. Brown, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Lance. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Greg Newsom. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw it, Murray. And it's incomplete. He's still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Cleveland, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Arizona Cardinals next week. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time.
Salute when you see me. That jealousy is an ocean, and you either float or you sink it. Moment of truth, credit check, you not approved. BB King, I'm in love with the blues. Don't start me up, I got finishing moves. Look, salute when you see me. Slid through all the commotion, it's breaking news, they got an ad on TV. Popping out on them, I'm politicking, probably in a section where you not permitted. My honey's matching my Dodger fitted, playing all go, ain't no stopping in it. Look, salute when you see me. I bought her a CC and that was her purse. Disgusting with do for a purse. Disgusting with do for the clout. I'm one of the realest could vouch. They thought I was done, but all that out. You gotta play my next around. Salute when you see me. Put in the car to my runner gets you speedy. Still thugging like the days when they weren't here in my city. Made it out of the trenches. Just salute when you see me. Yeah, salute when you see me. I'm getting greedy, I blow to her budget on me, that's on me, I'm conceited. Treaty, nah, that ain't how we treat.